Hey guys, Anna here, and welcome to part 2 of the decorating of our base game home for our sim Shayla. Believe where we left off was we just finished the main living area and we were moving on to the bathroom. Do next. Let's do the bathroom because the bathroom is pretty straightforward. So we could still stick with a brown theme and go with this color. The wallpaper, the tile, sorry, that I like is the Toon Tone wall without wainscoting or trim. Wow, that's a long title. And I really love this swatch here. Let's use this swatch. Okay, flooring, tile. You could put any tile that you would like. You could do this tile. I like to just stick with a plain white, so I sometimes use acceptable floor tile. These names, I'd never really realised how funny, humorous these names are. Now, remember, I don't want to take from the front of the house. So this window here that shows to the front of the house, I want to keep that. I can delete this window if I want to, but I don't want to delete this window because, as I said, it affects that front of house appeal that we're going for. Alrighty, bathroom. So this is going to be a very simple bathroom. I don't typically furnish bathrooms with much effort. I definitely should try more, but I don't. I definitely don't. So we're just, so with your shower, you'll notice that it has a flat side to it, like a wall side. See how that's got a wall side with its no glass? As long as that is attaching a wall, that's what you want. So I don't know if I should have cabinets in here. I don't know if it's big enough. No. Maybe I just do... Maybe I just do cabinet. Again, we're going to go into that tool key and use an end piece. Looks a little better. I don't want to put it there because that's where they're going to enter into the shower. Let's just get a sink. Now, I am going to move this over. It's going to look weird. It's going to look very weird. And you want to make sure that it's not clipping with... So I'm going to move it over as much as I can. See if I can try and center this. There we go. Just centering it. It just looks better to me. And maybe... Should we... I think we use those sunflowers. I think it brightens up the space just a little bit. I think it's quite nice. Use some sunflowers. Need a bit more colour in this room. I really don't like this colour counter. This swatch on this counter. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to keep it white. Let's keep it white. I can't do it. Let's go to what is it? Accents. Oh, let's get our super duper overpriced toilet paper. Gotta have that. And we can do that because we are not doing a starter home. We're just doing a cheap home. I'm going to move this window over ever so slightly. And maybe where the door is, maybe we have our towel rack there. Maybe we use yellow because we've got the sunflowers. That's pretty. Maybe up a bit higher. I'm just going to... Actually, that's a good tip. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but if you actually right-click on the door, you can change where the door handle is. So I'm actually going to do that so that the door handle sits on the toilet side so that it doesn't interact with this. Okay, let me do a top-down view so you can see. So this is our bathroom. I'm probably going to put a little mat. Probably use the same mat that we did in the kitchen. I just think it looks a little bit nicer. Maybe even size that down again, actually. Yeah, size that down again. Looks quite nice. Now, I don't think there's anything else we can do. Maybe we could try this and pray that it works. And pray. Okay, so we've moved the flower over. So that's worked. I just think it would be nice to add in some towels. I thought that would be quite a neat... again, I actually don't like where that's placing. So I'm going to... just going to alt place this. There we go. You can try alt place the soap. I can never do this. I can never do this. And I just realized that we don't have a mirror. I'm going to get rid of it because it just doesn't look right. We don't have a mirror, so we might put one in the bedroom because I didn't remember to put one here in the bathroom. But you totally could. Instead of having that window there, you could have a mirror. But because I want the front of house appeal, I'm going to keep it there. So that's our very quick bathroom. Doesn't look that great, but you know, it's a bathroom. Let's move over to her bedroom, shall we? Okay, so we want a double bed. In our first episode, we decided that we were going to have the bed facing this way. Now, we've kind of got an overarching style with the house. I don't know exactly what it would be labelled under, but it definitely uses a lot of wood tones and so forth. So I'm thinking we could do this bed or this bed. These two beds I'm thinking we could use, depending on the colour swatches that we have and what we want to go with. So this obviously is identical to the kitchen counter, but I really like this swatch. But because we've used this wallpaper, I don't think it really matches. This would match very much with that one. And this swatch would as well. But my favourite swatch of this bed does not. And that's a little bit sad. So I don't think we're going to use this bed today. I think we might use this blue bed. And let's have a look. Oh, I like the pink. Oh, okay. So I want to naturally go towards the darker tones because of the wallpaper. But we could change the wallpaper in here. Her bedroom could have different wallpaper than the rest of the house. We could very much do that. That's very easy to do. So I really like this green tone. I really hope this sim likes green because it's very much throughout her room. This, I do like it, but it reminds me very much of winter flannelette pajamas, and I don't think that's the vibe today. I like this purple tone. I don't think I've ever used this swatch. Let's do it. Let's do it. I say we do it. Alrighty, so is this going to look weird if I do this? Right, so I like to scoot the bed backwards because they always leave a gap. It's so weird. I don't know why it is that way, but it always leaves a gap. So I'm going to put my windows back and I'm going to alt place them so that they look like they're actually one window. And the reason I do that is it's better for when you put curtains and so forth. Let me see. No, it's a bit pink. I need like a lilac. I need like a really pretty purple. Almost like that, but I would want the whole thing to be purple. I don't want... Yeah. No, can't have rainbow. That clips. That's disappointing. All right, let me see if there's a colour swatch in here that we like. Ugh. Nope. Not today. Not today. Definitely not today. Oh. What about this one? I don't love it. So I'm actually going to pull the bed forward so that it doesn't clip with the curtains. Or do we change? Oh, we might be changing direction, guys. Here we go. I'm going to move this window further down that way of the room. I just want to make sure that you can see the curtain. I don't really see the point in having a curtain if I have to move the bed too far forward. I think it looks a bit silly. Alrighty, so which bedside table do we want? I think it is this one that matches the bed. Yeah. So all the beds have a matching end tables. Now I am alt placing these so that these are closer towards the bed so that we are saving room and that they are back. So close and back like that. I always like to put a rug now under the bed. Now as you can see, this has clearly got a pattern. It's clearly got a pattern. So we do want a plain rug. So we've got square rugs and we've got some rectangle ones. What is this one? Does this have anything that might match? This has got some purple tones. I've never used this rug and I have to size it down. It is a huge rug. Oh God, no. Okay, that's offensive. So that one's fine if we were to leave it at that. Does this have a nicer purple? Oh, does this have a nicer purple? Let me have a look at what we want to do here. It's just, I don't like the texture. See, that was a texture problem. That was not, nope, I don't think. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's a bit bright. It's still not the right color. Oh my goodness. All right, so plain it is. After all that, plain it is. I don't think... Oh, hang on. There we go. There is a purple tone that's not so offensive. All right, let's go with this rug here. So I don't actually have to size this down or anything, but we could play around with the direction of the rug. I'm thinking vertical is fine, as long as it covers the bed, because as you can see, if I size it up, it's one of those objects that just doesn't size up great. All right, so we've got a rug. Let's see what else we can do here. Right, so we want to place a dresser. I think this is a good one because it brings in that purple again. So we could naturally place this here. I don't think there's enough room. No. Okay, so we're going to place it here. Yep, and this is going to be like our little dresser section. We wanted a mirror. We definitely wanted a mirror. Let's just match the wood tones and do a standing mirror. That looks nice. Or maybe, yeah, maybe in this corner. Or sometimes what I do, which is quite nice, is I actually have a mirror above the dresser. So that's also quite nice if you didn't want to have a standing mirror. Let's have a plant. Let's go with a plant. So plants, I think that even though it's expensive, I think this plant is just speaking to me for this space. And I did just pick a corner. I think it's beautiful. Or we really, really hone into the purple theme and we go in with this flowers from Your Not So Secret Amaria by Hey Harry. This is actually a CC creator who has collaborated with EA to be able to place this object into our game. I love this plant. I do use it a lot on tables as well. So we have that option. Does this have a purple? That has a nice purple, but it's a different tone. It's a different tone. What about the lilies? Oh, I've never used that swatch in the lilies, and it is absolutely perfect. It probably does match everything else. So I think we should go with that instead. I think that's perfect. I think the lilies are perfect there. The more I look at these curtains, the more I don't like them. So I'm going to change them. I think I want to make them a bit plain. Or we scrap that entirely and I go back to my original option and we just stick with white. Sometimes I mix the shape, so I have like one curtain that is pinned back and one curtain that lays long. And sometimes that's quite nice, and I think it's quite nice in this space to have that. I actually, I don't think we need this window. Don't think we need this window. Let's put a painting along this back wall. So, what kind of... So the pattern is a little bit floral. We could get away with this and that would tie in a bit of the... we haven't used yellow in this room at all. Unless I can get a clutter piece that maybe potentially has some yellow in it. This butterfly swatch. What's this? It's got a bit of pink, which kind of matches the vibe. How does this look sized up? It looks a bit intimidating, but let's have two. Let's just put two paintings. I think that's cool. And that kind of, hang on, let me do this correctly. is very much in line with the bed. Yeah, I think that's quite nice. All right, what other items can we talk? Now, we do actually have a Basegame fan. But if you have seasons in your game, you're most likely to use the thermostat. So I'm not going to place that in there because, you know, it's not really worth putting in when you're not playing with seasons. All right, let's have a look at some clutter pieces for our bedroom. So what we could do, one of my pieces of advice is these vintage books are really good if you're doing a base game build, starter home, and you have a budget. These books are great. They're an alternative to a bookcase because a bookcase is expensive, but these books are, how much are they? They're 60 simoleons, so they're cheaper than buying a whole bookcase. So that is an option. We don't have that problem in our game. So some clutter pieces. I don't know why, I've always put candles. I think they're quite nice. Again, going with that purple thing, we could put some candles. You could put some clothing. So I'm going to use the 9 key, Control 9, and then I'm going to Alt place. So it does look like it gets stuck, but if you keep at it, it will push past that point. Oh, I think I've pressed the 9 key a bit too much. Now, realistically, you wouldn't want the clothes next to the candles. So maybe we don't use candles. I'm just gonna, nope, I liked it where it was. What else could we put in this bedroom? Maybe the perfume tray set. And maybe some nail polish. I don't know. That looks cute. That looks cute. I think that's cool. Alrighty, what else can we put in this room? It does look a little bit, I don't know, generic. So things that I like to add and incorporate into my decorating is I like to consider skill building items. So what is my sim? What is the personality of my sim? What does Shayla want to do with her life, and what does she want to be? So this sim that we have, Shayla, let me get a good look at her. So, by the way, I created this sim. I'm not a sim, a cast creator. I'm not very good at it, but I'm very happy with Shayla. I'm very happy with how she turned out. So she is a sim who wants to be a collector, but she's also a sim that is very smart and very logic based. She wants to be a jack of all trades. She wants to learn, have really good skills, with logic and handiness and all of those type of things. She likes to read and all of those kind of skill building things. So I think that we should put some skill building items in there for Shayla. Now, I'm thinking that potentially, what could we do? How does that look with the roof? Yeah, that's fine. In her bedroom, I'm just going to have a look around. Yeah, we should be fine. Skill building. What skill building? Maybe we just put a camera. I always like to include cameras because I feel like they're a good kind of a storytelling object. They take better photos, obviously. You can take photos of your friends, your family. Maybe they are a photographer, you know, and it just makes for good storytelling. Oh, what do I want to put? I don't know. I feel like it needs something. Maybe we'll just put a nice chair. A nice chair. Maybe she has a reading chair in her bedroom where she reads. Now, can we pull a colour from somewhere else in the build? So we've got a lot of purples and pinks, but we've got a little bit of green. But the wood tone doesn't match. Again, wood tones matter. So, yeah, I think they're all pretty much going to be... You've got this pink chair. Again, we're going to alt place. Don't really need to because I think... Yeah, alrighty, and we got a chair. I think that's quite nice. Okay, let's change, let's add some bedside table lamps. Oh, I don't really use a lot of base game objects, so a lot of this stuff I haven't actually used before. So do we try something new? No. I think we just stick with the old and faithful. Even though it's a more modern matte lamp, I just prefer it. I use it in all of my base game builds. I really enjoy it. Okay, the final thing I want to do is potentially play around with the wallpaper, because I don't know if we really are happy with this wallpaper. It could just be the tone. We may like the wallpaper, but if it was in a lighter tone. So that's the one that we have there. That would be the lighter version. And automatically, I think it looks 10 times better. Now, I won't change the door, even though I really want to, but it still matches with the flooring. So we don't really need to change the flooring. So that is an option. But what else do we have that may... Oh, I've not used this before, this swatch. I don't think we do pink. It's blue, it's not purple. Yeah, no, I think we stick with that. I like this. It's still good. Yeah. No, this is better. All right, sweet. So we have our bedroom, we have a living space, we have a bathroom done. All right, let's move on to our hallway and entryway. First off the bat, I don't think we need 3 lights here. Oh, and we'll go back around and do the lighting later. Because sometimes I literally will leave these little lights in. Sometimes I think it's better to have the lights in the corner so it doesn't distract you when you're playing the game. It doesn't distract you from your gameplay. So it's up to you whether we remove them or not. I actually like the idea of this little nook here being... Oh, why is that there? Did that delete? Sometimes something's happened with The Sims. I don't know if it's since the new update, but sometimes when you build, items go missing. And that was one of those items that randomly went missing. Okay, so we've got a little nook here. Now we weren't able to put a computer into the bedroom. So we're actually going to use this little space here as kind of like an impromptu office space. Let me see if I can get the wood tones to match. This is a nice desk. We could use this desk, or we could just use a standard desk. No, I like the other one better. Let's go back with the other one. I'm going to press the N key to lower the walls so that we can see what we're doing. All right, so the computer chair, or the chair that we use, is an opportunity for us to add a little bit of color into our build. Now, I don't want to do this, but I have a feeling we're going to ever so slightly have to move our front door. I really don't want to do this, but I'm just going to do it ever so slightly, so it's still kind of in line with that. So we could have, yeah, so this this chair was part of a Basegame update a few months ago, I believe, and I love using it for a pop of color. It just matches so well, and you can see that the gold in the chair legs actually matches the gold in our little drawer handles. So I think we use a swatch that has a bit of gold in it. I think, look at that blue. I think the blue's really nice. So we've got blue. We could tie back in with the purple again. We could do red. We could match the outside of the house. We haven't actually got anything with red in this whole house. I love this kind of teal color. I can't go past it. All right, we're going with the teal. Going with the teal. So let's just get a computer. Anyone will do. Office spaces. What else could we put in this space? Don't ask me why I do this, but I like to put a chalkboard above computer desks. And if you're not playing with Basegame only, I can't remember the pack, but I think it's part of the debug menu, which we are going to get into the debug menu when we come to landscaping. That you can get these postcards. I think they're live edit objects, which so when we go to the cheat bar, so we're going Control-Shift-C, we would write bb.show hidden objects and bb.show live edit objects. And what they allow us to do is they give us access. So the hidden objects gives us access to the debug menu, and the live edit, it just gives you more exclusive options in that debug menu as well. So, and you put these little postcards and it's so cute. Okay, so we've got an office space here. So we've got that in there. We'll come back to that. Okay, what are we going to put here? This is very much our entryway where we're entering into the build. Oh, sorry guys. Stop what we're doing. I remembered I've got to put an apron. I am obsessed. We got these in an update, and I cannot build a kitchen without aprons. I cannot build a kitchen without having these aprons somewhere. So maybe we put them here. I just think they are so cute. What matches the color scheme? I think that's cute. Okay, all right, back to the build. Maybe we do a coat rack. And then that's not a coat rack, that's a wall mount hook. Before I forget, we're going to put a garden hose outside. This is the other object that I like to use, like a little garden hose. Also, I would like to point out that we're going to just quickly jump over and place our trash can. I love to do this. I love to place the trash can where there's a little fence. So a bit like this. So we could have our... It just kind of naturally goes there. And do we still have... Yep. Okay, let's go back to wall decorations and see. I always forget that this part of the Build and Buy catalog exists. I always forget. Always, always, always. So we've got that there. That's cool. What else? Was it in clutter? Might have been in clutter. Oh, yes. This is what we want. Now this is your coat stand. It just adds. I just think it's quite nice. I also like to put a rug at the doorway. Like a little rug at the entryway. And I will also... Oh, I would normally do it for the back, but we have it... You know what? I'm going to be sneaky. And I'm still going to do it. Yep. Oh, actually, I'm going to change this door back to white because I don't like how it looks. I don't want to affect the outside of the house. So this door is going to be a different color. Oh, should I just change them all back? Yeah, nah, we're going all back. All right. Sorry, guys. Change your mind again. We're changing it back to white. Alrighty, I think that's really good. Clutter pieces. What else have we got? Okay, maybe a plant. I'm not mad at this plant. Again, I'm just alt placing that. Let's see what we've got here. I think maybe a bookcase would go really nice in this area. So the style of the house is kind of leaning towards more of a this type of bookcase. But I'm just a bit worried about spacing. Just a bit worried about spacing. Yeah, that's fine. And again, that will tie in because that is the matching bookcase to this object. So that is also another tip and trick. So EA have actually helped us out a little bit by making objects in the games that are part of like collections, or a set. So this table is a part of a set of this. It also has a chair, it also has a table, it also has a couch, it also has... So you can just, if you're really, really stuck, you can just go with the sets and it will match. And it will match a little better. I'm going to move this plant behind just a tad. There we go. Alrighty, what else could we do? Does she paint? That might be a thing. I'll place that a little bit more just in case. Maybe we just put an easel there. Maybe she is looking into painting. Oh, I like that swatch with the paint on it. Why have I not seen that? Oh, has that always been there? Oh, okay. So maybe she is exploring. I just like to absolutely jam pack my houses with skill building items. Okay, so this painting here is the Lemon Branch Contemporary Watercolor. This actually sizes up beautifully. So this is probably the one of the paintings that sizes up really beautifully. It's also very much used in most base game builds. You will see this painting. The builder will have placed this painting somewhere in the build. I don't know where we're going to place ours though, because I think we need more appeal from the front. I'm not sure. Maybe it's okay. Alright, I'm going to leave it. I think it's alright. Alright, so we have our entryway. Is there any more clutter pieces that we could maybe use? I'd also like to apologise if you can hear any sounds in the background. That would be the rain. It is winter here in Australia, and very much been raining the past couple of days. So if you hear any sounds, I do apologise for that. Alright, back to the build. I just saw this plant and I really like how the orange matches in with the chair. And what a shame there's no other orange. Maybe we place something orange. Do we have anything that's orange? A trick that you can do, decorations, show all, you can go up to this filtering system on the side. So this is where I've changed for packs and I've chose base game, but you could do content, specials, colors. So we're going to press orange and see what is there that's orange that we could potentially insert. So for example, we've got an orange box of tissues, which probably makes more sense on the desk than it does in the cabinet. But what I want to do is I want to try and add some things that are orange. This thing is massive, but if we size it down, it looks kind of cute. And it'll give us, let me just alt place that. And maybe down one. It'll give us that piece of orange, sorry that it's clipping, it is a wider pot, that we need, a little bit of orange. So you can do this, you can filter by color. If you are trying to do the color of thirds and you're really struggling for finding objects and you need a little bit more assistance, you can filter by color and that will show you the objects of that. So I think that's really cool. I think I'll change this to maybe I'll leave it. It's fine. But maybe we want to put it there. Let's see what other pieces that we have. We don't mind the color, so we'll get rid of that. Maybe a pen stand. Maybe okay, I'm going to put this notebook. Maybe this notebook would look kind of cool. Was that clipping weird? Sorry guys, I'm just making sure that this is fine. Yeah, okay, that looks okay to me. Yeah, that looks okay to me. Alrighty, I'm happy with that. I think that looks okay. It's not the best, but I think it's alright. Let me see. Alrighty. What else was I going to... Oh, shelving. Alright, so I go to surfaces and I will go to displays. I want to introduce you to the Immaculate shelf. So the Immaculate. So this shelf is such a great shelf because it's a base game shelf and it allows you to do so much with it. I've seen people create some absolutely crazy custom pieces with this shelf. So we're going to use it today, and what I'm going to use it for is absolutely nothing. I'm just going to place these shelves here. I'm going to alt place them, and I'm going to hope that they are in line. I'm a little OCD, but it makes me a good builder in The Sims when I can get my angles right. Because something about building and decorating, I would say decorating more so than building, is that precision. It's the precision. It's how it's going to look better if it's all even. So it's a little bit about that precision. So what I've got these shelves here for is, as you notice in our bedroom, we placed a camera. So what I want these shelves for is for Shayla to take photos, and she can frame her photos and she can post them around her house, and she could put photos on these shelves. So quite often you'll see builds of mine where I put these random frames. They're not appealing, they're not attractive, but I put them there to kind of tell the player, if they so happen to download my build, that that's what I would do with them, that I would place picture frames there. It's kind of like instinctively my way of saying, hey, you could do this. And I do that sometimes with builds that I post publicly onto the gallery, where I will put something that will prompt you. It's like a little guide. Like when I did my high school, when I posted that, I posted a shell version because obviously I had built my high school when the pack wasn't released, quite yet released. So what I did was I actually posted a shell so that players could go back and add in the items, but they would be able to see, okay, I had the classrooms here, I had the principal's office here, I had the cafeteria here. Like those items were very much placement items, like we did when we were trying to work out where we want to place things in our house. We did that. So, yeah. Okay, so that is essentially the house. That is essentially the house decorated. So I'm very happy with this. We could go back and change the lighting, but I'm going to be honest with you. I think it looks fine. I've just deleted excess lighting that I think that we didn't need. So probably don't need that extra one there. But other than that, I think that is pretty good. So let's look at the outside, shall we? So there's a couple of skill building items that I want to place. I definitely want to do a chess table. I think chess tables are really important in The Sims. I think anyone that's played Sims for any lengthy amount of time will tell you that it's most things, most careers that they play will require the logic skill. So I'm going to put a chess table. Let's put a chess table. I'm just going to use the outdoor chairs. I think that's nice. I don't know. No, I think that's fine. And I also think out the front, should we put anything out the front? Let me see. Oh, maybe some planter boxes. Maybe we do some planter boxes. That would be quite nice. I also think we should do some outside lighting as well. I think these are super cute, but they don't come in a white swatch. I'd really like a white swatch. So let's go with the white swatch of this one. I'm going to alt place this so that it looks like it's more intentional. Let's maybe put one there. And then let's do perhaps one there. And maybe one there. And you can always click over to nighttime to see if you think that the lights are adequate. The lighting is adequate. So yeah. Yep, I think that's good. All right, back over to, clicked a bit too far, afternoon. All right, so I also think we're going to copy that mat and have that mat outside. I think that would be quite nice. Alrighty, let's go to the back. So, what do we want in our backyard? So we don't have children, so we don't need play equipment. So, which is a shame because I normally put play equipment out there because it's generally something that can fill. We don't. Yeah, we're not doing a hot tub. We're not doing. We're not doing it, but we could. We could definitely do a hot tub if we wanted to. I kind of think what we should do. Let's see if a terrain paint has a. It does. Okay, so bricks and mortar. So this is terrain painting. So let's go into a little bit of terrain painting. I'm not going to, we obviously will cover this more when we do the landscaping, which I believe will be our next video. So I'll go over briefly. So you have your terrain tools. So if we go down to the terrain tools, the paint tool. So you have a square and a circle tool, which you can adjust the size of the brush. So for something like this, we are going to do a patio. And I think I'm going to use the brick and paint it so that I know it's a different brick. Okay. But if we don't like it, I could go into the tile tools and I'm sure that there's a brick. Yeah, there's a brick. And this would be a closer match if we wanted to. Maybe comment down below in the comment section and tell me if you think that the brick would look better. If you think the brick would look better. But let's stick with the terrain paint. I just think it'd be a nice, I just wanted to give you a nice little introduction into terrain paint. So two options, you can drag or you can click. A click is going to provide you a little bit more precision. A little bit more precision. Because as you can see, if you overdo it, you can see how it's poking through. I don't like that. So I'm going to grab the eraser tool. I'm going to reduce the size of the brush and I'm just going to click so that it cleans it up a little bit. Okay, so it cleans it up a little bit. So yeah. Doesn't, I don't know. Maybe we want it to poke through a bit. I'm just worried that it just looks a little bit unrealistic with the green, like the grass poking through. So I'm just gonna play around with it. It's a bit hard because it looks like the brick kind of fades and it doesn't look realistic to me. Might have to cover that up with a plant or something. All right, so let's go back to the furnishing. So I think what we do for the outside is maybe just some table and chairs. Some table and chairs. Maybe we bring the red. Oh, that looks awesome. Look at it. It's very funky. Funky, funky. I like it. Funky, funky. Funky, funky. I like it. Let's go. Alrighty. Yeah. So we got our table and chairs. Let's maybe put a grill. We could do a grill. Maybe trying to think where we're going to put. I know that I want to put another planter thing in the corner here. Maybe we can put a bench. Maybe we stick with the red theme. Maybe we put like a little table as well. Yeah, like that looks nice. And then planter boxes. Maybe there. That looks nice. Maybe we stick another sneaky little planter in there. I think that looks all right. Now we don't have a patio over here, so I don't want to put a stereo, like one of those speaker ones, because it's going to get rained on. But maybe, no, that's a shame. Maybe it covers it. Maybe we might be able to. Let's just do it anyway. It's The Sims. It'll be fine. I say that all the time. Oh, it's The Sims. It'll be fine. A little plant. I think we should change the color. I need to move that forward a bit. I think that's okay. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of that. All right, so I think that, to be honest, I think I'm happy with furniture for the outside. I don't really think there's much we can do. In the way. I think that's good. We've got a trash can, we've got our mailbox, we've got our hose, got our barbecue things, we've got, yeah, we've got our chess table out here. I think it's good. So I might playtest this off camera and double check that everything is working, and I might call it here. That's all. I thank you all for sticking around for this lengthy video, but like you know that we're definitely recording the whole process of this build, and And I really think that we have created something that's quite pretty. I love, 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 love her bedroom. I think that that is my favorite room in the house. I really like how it turned out. It kind of looks interesting that you've got this red kind of house and then she's got this kind of pinky purpley room. I think it's really nice. So I would like to thank you all for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode where we cover landscaping. So we'll landscape, we'll do pathways and terrain tools and more tips and tricks to follow. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye for now.